It's time for more What's Now, and we are going to discuss flexible workplaces. Throughout the pandemic, many people have been working from home and other locations, and a survey recently found that employees want to have this option. So what can employers do to make sure that they provide this important opportunity for the employees and not lose any of them because of this? What interesting discussion lately with some experts. Let's take a look.
Americans quit jobs at a record pace during the second half of 2021, and more plan to change careers in 2022. Besides focusing on what the job is, more of us now care about where we can do it. A new survey reveals both employees and employers are reaping benefits from remote work, but there's also big risks. Joining us today to talk about this survey and the future of the American workplace and what that will look like, best-selling author Ira Wolfe, as well as David Shepard, Vice President of Ivanti. Thank you so much, both of you, for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Christine.
And David, tell us about the Everywhere Workplace Survey and what some of the findings showed.
Yeah, certainly. It's been a really good time to do this survey, just because we're following on from a period where we've all had to change how we work and kind of see how we've got on in that type of environment. So really hitting the respondents now with the questions around the everywhere workplace is good time. And unsurprisingly, it did come out with some results that endorsed the everywhere workplace. However, it also came out with some results that were kind of eye-opening and showed the feeling towards working from everywhere. So 71% of our respondents would prefer the ability to work from anywhere over receiving some form of promotion. Within that 71%, 64% actually said they would consider some form of pay cut in order to have the flexibility of working from everywhere. So it does really show that what we've been through and how we've had to work with the same level of productivity, the ability to still do our job, that employee experience now being anywhere has really held firm with especially with the people we surveyed. Additionally, in that, 42% did say they would like a hybrid work model. So that's not saying, we just want to be anywhere forever. We want to have the ability to work remotely, for example, or when needed to go into the office, spend time with the team, collaborate, have water cooler conversations, things that where we need that interaction. And then the flip of that, and I think this really shows how much everyone's gone towards the everywhere workplace, is only 13% of employees surveyed would like to work permanently from an office moving forward. So you can just see from those initial statistics how much the everywhere workplace has been embraced, especially over the last 2 years.
Ira, in your view, what does the American workplace look like moving forward?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. It's a great question, and that's on everybody's mind, I think, both from workers and management and all employers. It's evolving. I call it the never normal. What the future is, I know a lot of people reflect to it, trying to get back to normal. There's a lot of businesses trying to bring people back to the office, or a new normal or a future normal. The reality is it's going to be never normal. It's evolving. If you just look at the options between remote work and in person, and then everything in between is hybrid. It's not a single entity. There's not one way to have hybrid. So, and again, organizations are trying to homogenize, are trying to have a one size fits all for their employees. And in order to attract and retain top talent, organizations are going to have to create very flexible environments. But the one consideration which this report brought out was that they weren't considering what the technology ramifications were. People coming back into work. They work 3 days at home, 2 days in the office, and that they bring their devices, their smartphones, their laptops, their tablets, all back into the workplace. But their kids may have been on it, their spouses were sharing it, they were streaming, they were checking their emails, and they bring, again, it's going to expose a lot more vulnerabilities. So organizations really need to step up. But what the future beholds is going to be this never normal. It's going to be, this is going to be evolving. This is going to be the story of the decade.
David, what is your company doing to help employers adapt to this new changing workplace?
Yeah, thank you for that. We at Avanti, we're all about the everywhere workplace. We want to offer um, organizations the ability to give their users a great employee experience, um, keep them productive, but keep them safe at the same time by securing the devices or the technology that they're on, and ultimately provide a consistent experience, whether you're outside the office, inside the office, or, as Ira said, could be anywhere. That consistent employee experience is vital.
Ira, what happens to the workforce if employers decide everyone has to work back in a traditional office? And I know that's a hard question to answer quickly, but we are just about out of time. How else can we find more information?
Yeah, I can answer it real quickly. Companies, beware. If you don't adapt and adopt the new workforce, then it's going to be a real challenge.
And more information at www.avanti.com.
Well, thank you so much, Ira and David. Really appreciate your time at talking about the future of the workplace today. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.